Ashley Love. And last but not least, our Women's Study Major, Representative John Hoadley. Thank you so much for your work. We ask you to advocate every single day and make sure that these bills get a hearing, and we bring this debate to Lansing and we pass these bills to finally make Michigan a pay equity state. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'd like to take a minute here to introduce the gubernatorial candidates. And if they are here, please stand so we can acknowledge you. William Cobbs, Democrat. Abdul El-Shaddad, Democrat. Mark McFarland, Republican. Okay, Todd Schleiger, no party affiliation. Evan Space, Republican. Dwayne Reynolds, Green Party. Okay, here to describe the 13 bills introduced last week are Representative Erica Geis. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry, Taylor, Chair of the Progressive Women's Caucus Pay Equity Task Force, and Senator Rebecca Warren of Ann Arbor, longtime pay equity supporter.
I'm right here.
Hello. I know, we are.
Good afternoon, everybody. Before I start, I want to acknowledge Democratic leader Sam Singh and one of the bill package co-sponsors, and also Jim Ellison, Representative Jim Ellison. So I will describe our package, but you know that the date on when we, based on the current trajectory, would have pay equity, it would mean my daughter, who's almost 8, would be a grandmother before we saw pay equity, and that is just so wrong. And I'm also going to introduce, walking up is Representative Christy Pagan from the 21st District. So we know that data, decades-long data, has shown disparities in men's and women's earnings, and that the national average for the average white woman is 80 cents per an average white male's dollar. And in Michigan, it's worse. It's a greater disparity, 74 cents to a dollar. This disparity translates to nearly, are you ready, $13,000 annually, not going into our bank accounts or be turned into, reinvested, that is, into our communities and economy in one way or another. That's a year of groceries, 5,000 gallons of gas, possibly saving for retirement, a year of rent or mortgage in some cases, saving for school for our kids, investing, entrepreneurship, and of course, shopping. Because we know we're the ones who pay the bills and we're the ones who buy the stuff, right? And this wage disparity, as we know from the data from our great partners like AAUW, and I'm very proud to be an AAUW sister. Wyandotte chapter. This wage disparity continues over a woman's career and increases over time. Now, opponents of this and similar types of legislation will argue that women take time off for pregnancy and childbearing and child rearing, that we tend to be in lower paying, safer liberal arts careers, I should say softer liberal arts careers, or in service work. And while there is a kernel of truth to those assertions, I counter them defiantly. Not all women will or do have kids. We all know that. More women are heads of households for various reasons, whether it's by personal choices, divorce, being a widow, and even in two-earner households, shouldn't both earners receive wages that are commensurate with their experience and education level. It's just common sense. And more women are entering and in the STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and math fields, and in non-humanities. And yet even in the medical field, there was a recent study that showed that even male nurses, a field that has been traditionally dominated by women, make more than women do, which is just nuts. So this legislation, these 13 measures, and I won't go over all of them. We had a House resolution by Representative Pagan that recognized April 4th as National Pay Equity Day. But the bill package, the Senate and House versions that are companion bills, they strengthen the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act to make it clear that sex-based wage discrimination is illegal under Michigan law, and incorporates the equal pay factors into the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act. That's House Bills 4509, 4510, 4514, 4516, and 4519. It establishes a pay equity study commission to examine the scope of the issue in Michigan and provide technical assistance to employers. The bill package provides wage transparency for similarly situated employees. It increases, the package altogether, increases penalties for wage discrimination based on gender. And it prohibits asking previous salary history of a prospective employee so that there isn't an automatic way to reduce her wages based on her gender. This legislation, this package, is innovative and will serve to make Michigan competitive. A state and businesses that support moves to eliminate the gender pay gap will help retain and secure talent. This legislation isn't about bashing men, we love our guys, or bashing businesses. We like to support our businesses. But we want to see our state and businesses invest in women, invest in us, invest in our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, our aunts, our partners, our nieces, our neighbors, the young lady we might mentor down the street. They need to invest in us so that we can become a more competitive state. Thank you.
Senator Warren just joined us. Do you have a few things you'd like to say?
Sure do, thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. What an amazing crowd. Thank you all for being here. And I know some friends and partners in this fight have already been recognized, but I want to add one more. Ron Bieber, the leader of the AFL-CIO of Michigan, and thank labor for all the partnership that they have done to make sure that this fight for equity continues all across our state. So I'm Senator Rebecca Warren. I have had the chance to stand here at this podium in front of this event for many, many years. And I thought, you know many things about my career. You know a lot of things about the types of legislation that I have fought for in my career, including this annual fight for pay equity and to raise awareness of this need. And I thought, what can I tell you this year that's new? I want to tell you this year that I am an extraordinarily impatient person. I'm not patient at all. It's one of my biggest character flaws. But at the same time, I have a great appreciation for persistence. Many of you probably recall during a debate on the U.S. Senate floor just a few weeks ago, unfortunately not a relative but a soul sister, the other Senator Warren, was admonished for making comments that were deemed out of order, although